Right, so hello everybody and welcome to Crunch Sports, and we're back, and I've been joined with Somal and Santosh, and in today's episode we'll be discussing firstly about that nail-biting finish of Mumbai Indians versus CSK in the last match, and we'll also, half IPL is over, so we'll be taking a look at the best 11 and who have been the hits and misses of this IPL so far, and yep, let's get started. So I've been joined with two CSK fans. Rishi couldn't join us, unfortunately. He'll be very happy because Mumbai Indians won. And who's gonna start? Where do you think it went wrong for CSK?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it was a purely batting pitch, you know, and I've never seen Delhi's pitch, being this well for batting. And I can't complain that, CSK did, a bit bad bowling. But you see, even Mumbai Indians got hit for those many runs, and they have world-class bowlers like Jasprit Bumrah and all. And as they say, catches win you matches. That particular catch, I think that costed the match for us. And yeah, Pollard on his day, he can do anything. He played the Ambati Raidu innings, so yeah. At one point, it looked like that CSK was dominating the game, and then he took the game away from them. Yeah, I mean, I'm not very disappointed with the result, but yeah, let's see what happens next.
Similar feeling here also. I mean, after a long time, we saw a good game, a tight game. So that
Yeah.
was one positive take out of this game. And another thing was, if CSK can score 220 plus, I don't see why Mumbai cannot. So it's a pure batting pitch, as Saumil told. And our bowling, I think, see, when a player like Pollard goes in full flow, I don't think there's much you can do. So I think we could have been more tighter, but there's always the two sides of a coin. And yeah, catches win matches. Duplessis dropped an important one, but you can't be too harsh on him also because
He is one of the
he has
best
picked like
fielders in the world.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he picks 9 out of 10 catches, day in and day out. But the one happened to be Pollard. So I think that's the negative for us. But yeah, overall, not sad about the performance, but I think we can come back stronger. So yeah.
Yeah.
Right, catches do win you matches because RCB dropped Jadeja on 0, and then he went on to do that. So, and yeah, Faf, like you said, we expect him to take almost every catch. And when I don't even remember when the last time was when Duplessis dropped a catch, but Pollard did something mad. And let's talk about the innings played by Raidu. Pollard
Yeah.
is capable of doing that. We didn't know that Raidu could do that much, like 27 balls, 70 odd runs.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen him play that well, and then he belted Jasprit Bumrah for 21 runs. So that was mad, bro. I mean, मतलब 7 छक्के मारे हैं भाई उसने, इतने लंबे लंबे मारे, पकड़ के मारे उसने.
Wait,
Then
exactly,
again,
because Pollard has power. Like you look at Pollard, pata
Yes.
chalta hai ki, yeah, he touches, he'll go out of the stadium. But Raidu stepping out, he showed intent from first ball. He's like, आज मैं नहीं
Yeah.
छोड़ूंगा तुम लोग. He just kept going for it, and
Yeah.
that was
and
fantastic.
he didn't see that, मतलब आगे जसप्रीत बुमराह या ट्रेंट बोल्ट है, इतने वर्ल्ड क्लास प्लेयर थे, धड़ाधड़ मारा. 3D game, 3D player, bro.
he, he saw them as Shankar, so that's what happened there.
He took
he
full revenge.
proved that 2D is greater than 3D.
Yeah.
But his game is more about fitness, as Saumil told. But now he's got the power also, and it's a positive for CSK because some of the other one is finishing the game for CSK. We saw Jadeja do that, and then Moeen Ali came in and didn't stop the momentum and in the previous game, and now Raidu has stepped up to the plate. So I think it's a positive for CSK that Raidu is playing this well. Hope he can continue.
Yeah, and no offense, but Pollard hit Shardul Thakur and NGD and all, Lunge NGD. So, and Ambati Raidu took it out against Bolt and Bumrah. So the levels are there. So what Raidu did was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yes, it will. It is a hard defeat to take for CSK, but they are a champion side. And now this is when Mumbai Indians start their season midway, and now this is when they start picking up. And don't be surprised if they finish in top 2 as well. So, right, let's talk about
Absolutely.
IPL this far. It's been half season has been finished. So what are the takeaways? So we'll have Somil talking about the top three batting performances.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the top two batting performances have to be the last two, by Pollard and Ambati Rayudu. You see, I think Pollard scored 87 runs in 34 balls. That is what I don't know. That's monstrous innings, I think. And then again, at second we have Ambati Rayudu, where he scored 72 runs in 27 balls with a striker of 266 and 7 sixes included in that. And let us not forget that he broke MI's fridge as well. Yeah, and to top that off, we have Patikkal's 100 against Rajasthan Royals. And yeah, I feel these three were the top batting performances for me. Yeah, we have tried to take over all the IPL matches in this. So I think these were the top three batting performances, and yeah, some players have missed out from this, but I feel that these were the top three performances when you look at the kind of innings they played. So yeah.
Right. So now those were our top three picks, and of course there are some places or some batting performances which may missed out, like Samson's 100 and stuff. But yeah, these were the game-changing innings, and these were our top three picks. So now we have Santosh with the top three bowling performances of this season's IPL.
Yeah, I think this season we have seen some very good bowling performances, and for me, and this is basically ranked was because of the opponent they play against, the batting heavy sides and all like that. So the third place I'd give it to Rahul Chahar. He had 4 overs, 27 runs, picking up 4 wickets. I think he changed the game a bit versus KKR. They were going very smoothly, but they lost their way because of Rahul Chahar. And then second one has to be Deepak Chahar, and he bowled 4 overs, 29 runs. He gave, and then he picked up 4 wickets again. So yeah, I think that was another game-changing, spell against KKR again. Because it just towards the end, KKR lost the game because they didn't have wickets. Otherwise, we would have seen KKR winning that game. So I think that's another, game-changing ball from the Rahul brothers. And then first has to be Harshal Patel, surprise of the season for me. And yeah, 4 overs, 27 runs, but this time 5 wickets. And against an opponent like MI, a batting heavy side, and to do it in the first game of the season itself, that's a big boost. And yeah, these are the top three performances for me.
Right. So now talking about the top three games of this season's IPL. Well, you guys can rank it. I'm going with yesterday's match, Mumbai Indians versus CSK. It was a proper T20 match because it was a high-scoring game and it went on till the last ball, and Mumbai Indians won there in the end. That's my first pick. My second is RCB versus Delhi Capitals. Well, Delhi had two settled batsmen in Rishabh Pant and Hitmaier, and they needed 14 runs of the last over. And then Mohammad Siraj stepped up, and RCB won that game with 1 run. So that's my second pick. And the third being the super over. It involves Delhi Capitals Delhi Capitals versus the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Bada was bowling the final over. They needed 16 of the last over, and Suchit and Williamson took SRH to the final over, to the super over. They scored 15 runs in that. And Delhi Capitals would be disappointed that Rabada, being their ace bowler, he hasn't been firing as we expect him to. And that's my third match, and that's the top three matches of the IPL this season. So those are our best picks of this season's IPL. Let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And well, let's go on to the next segment. We'll be talking about one hit of the season and one miss of the season. So we'll start off with Somil. Who is your hit of the season?
I feel my hit of the season has to be Moeen Ali, because he has been hitting runs for CSK and giving them the momentum as they require in the middle overs. That is very important for the side, and he has been picking up wickets as well. So yeah, he has to be my hit of the IPL. And if you ask me about the miss of the IPL, slightly disappointing to see Hardik Pandya not getting in lot of runs. But yeah, last match he scored some runs. He hit 2 sixes. Maybe he might be a hit of the season in the next half of the IPL.
That's when Mumbai Indians come up to their plate. So
Yeah.
expecting big runs from Pandya as well. Right.
It is
Santosh.
important. It is important for India as well for him to score runs.
Yeah, correct. And he's not bowling as well, so that's a concern. And if he's not able to contribute with the bat, then that's an issue. Well, Santosh, who is your hit of the season and miss of the season, and why?
See, my hit. I personally, think it should be Jadeja, but I'll go with Avesh Khan because Jadeja has already had the exposure of international cricket, and we know what he can do. But Avesh Khan, he's new. We haven't seen him do this well in IPL. He's rarely got any games to prove himself in IPL before this. But now he has come and announced his arrival in style. He is the second highest wicket taker in this IPL. So yeah, it's good for Indian cricket and good for himself that he's doing so well. And my miss should be Yuzvendra Chahal. I mean, he has been taken for runs, and he hasn't been that consistent. Even from the past two series for India as well, he hasn't done that great, and it's continued on into the IPL also. I think his form is very crucial for RCB and for India because now no Kuldeep Yadav. He has been having a nightmare, and now Chahal not doing that great. It's a great concern for India because you need to find spinners for the World Cup. So yeah, I hope we can turn it around the second half of the IPL.
Yeah, and like you said, the spinners have been a little disappointing. On the other hand, you've got the Pacers. So my hit of the season is Harshal Patel. Who would have expected Harshal Patel and Avesh Khan to be the top two wicket takers, two uncapped Indian players, and nobody would have bet on them. So my hit of the season is Harshal Patel. Yes, he went for runs in the last match and against CSK, but still he has picked up 17 wickets. So that's my hit of the season. And my miss of the season is going to be Rajasthan Royals, Jos Buttler. Rajasthan Royals have been struggling with their foreign overseas player as well. They have only 4 now. Ben Stokes has gone out. Archer wasn't playing. So they needed runs from their top order, and Buttler hasn't been performing. And so that's their biggest concern. He has scored only 130 runs in 6-7 innings. So if Rajasthan needs success, they're highly dependent on Sanju Samson's runs. So we all know what Buttler can do, and he has done that for Rajasthan Royals in the past. So if Rajasthan Royals need any chance of qualifying in the top 4, then they'll need runs from Buttler. So my hit is Harshal Patel and miss is Jos Buttler. Right. So before we wrap up the show, we are gonna talk about our best 11. We have been discussing. You guys might not agree with us. Let us know what your changes would be to those 11. But here's our best 11 predicted by Crunch Sports. So they've got our openers. Saumil, you can go ahead with the openers.
Yeah, I mean the openers, we have Faf du Plessis with us and Shikhar Dhawan. Both of them have been in terrific form. Faf scoring 320 runs, I think, in 7 innings, and Shikhar Dhawan just right behind him. And after that, we have got Moeen Ali at number 3. We all know what he has been doing for CSK, and he can contribute with the ball as well. Ashwin, you can go ahead with the rest.
Right, those are our top 3. We've got Faf and Shikhar Dhawan, both almost top 2 run scorers, at least in the top 3, and they have been contributing for their respective teams and has been a big impact. And then you have got Moeen Ali at number 3. I think he has been the best number 3 this season. So that's our top 3. Moving on into the middle order, we've gone with KL Rahul. Yes, Rahul doesn't play at number 4. He opens. But I think KL Rahul can play at number 4, and I think we will see him at number 4 for India. So we've gone with KL Rahul at number 4. And then you have got the legend in AB de Villiers. He delivers year in, year out. So I don't think we need to justify why de Villiers is there. And then we have got Sam Curran and Jadeja. Those two will be our all-round options from CSK. So talking about the tailenders or the bowlers, Santosh.
Yeah, and then next would be Deepak Chahar. He has to be there because he has created that early impact with the swing, and then he's been consistent. But in the last two games he has not done that well. But I think he'll turn it around. Then after that we have Mohammad Siraj. It's Siraj 2.0. So because he has been consistent again and he's hit the Yorkers in the death of the innings. That's been the new thing we've seen in him, and he's improved a lot. So I think Siraj has to be there. And the last one would be Avesh Khan, because I mean I would have gone Harshal Patel or Avesh Khan, but I think Avesh Khan wins it for me because he's been more economical than Harshal Patel. And Delhi missing out Torkia, he has to fill those shoes, and I think he's done it beautifully. So I think these would be my three pacers.
Absolutely. And even Rabada isn't performing to his level.
Yeah.
So Avesh Khan has been fantastic. And those, you look at the bowlers and they're all Indians. And that's the specialty of this season.
The last one we have is Rahul Chahar. So he has been in terrific form as well, and bowling the crucial spells for Mumbai Indians. So
and
yeah,
picking up wickets when they needed the most.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
exactly. And he played very well in Chennai. He used the pitch very well.
Right.
Yes.
So that's our best 11 of the IPL so far. Let us know if you guys agree or disagree, or if you would make any changes to those.